And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Day 2 of Portal Wars 2026 here from Glenwood School. Noah Shelton now stepping into the broadcast booth to finish up day number 2 in the nightcap here between the Glenwood Gators and the Tattnall Square Trojans. Tyler Dyke's been a trooper here all day here from Glenwood School. Really the backbone of Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Middle Georgia Sports Live's our producers. For the Gators, Tyler Clarity, the lefty, is going to get the start here for game number 2 today. Of course, the Gators defeated St. Anne Pacelli earlier today in the first game, 8-3. Lost to Harris County in the Border Wars opener yesterday, 3-2. For Tattnall Square, a 1-0 loss to Lakeside earlier today. Looking to draw back even 1-1 in this Border Wars tournament. Marquez Wilson will get things started at the dish, and takes the first pitch a little low for a ball. Tyler Clarity on the season. He's appeared in 3 games, has recorded a win and a save. And through 9 innings pitched, he struck out 12 as the second one a little low. Take it again for a ball. Two-0 pitch, slap across the ground to short, a little tough hop, and it's going to be eaten over there at short. Cal Lawrence would have been a tough play, just had to eat it. And so Marquez Wilson is aboard, and they're going to rule that one an error on the first hit, or first ball put in play of the ball game. So now Braxton Collins, the shortstop for Tattnall Square, will step in. Shows bunt, gets it down the third base line. It's a good one. Going to advance the run to the second. Carter over the first in time. It was a good play over at third base by the Gators. Defensively by Carter. Judah the charge in and sling it over the first to Cade Cox. But that does advance Wilson to second. So the sacrifice is successful and now 1 down. I'd like to remind you this game at Glenwood brought to you by Zaxby's, the official sponsor of all Glenwood athletics on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I'd like to also welcome our friends from Middle Georgia Sports Live tuning in as well for Tattnall Square over in Macon. Wyatt still now up to the dish, the DH for this game. Tall lefty steps in with a runner in scoring position already. 2 looks back at second for Clarity and the dish. Strike on the outside corner. Called there against Still. Gators infield, Judah at third, Lawrence at short, Trey Clarity at second, and Cade Cox over at first. In the outfield, Nate Malone in left, Cam Dawson in center, and Hudson Campbell over in right. Second pitch off the inside of the bat, caught by Clarity in the air, going to be a tough play. Second, he double him up, he will, and that will end the inning. Clarity catches the lob off the inside of the bat by Still, slings over to second to Lawrence to double up Wilson, and that's how the top of the first comes to a close. Gators up the bat for the first time against Tattnall Square when we come back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live's coverage of the Border Wars tournament.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
And welcome back here to Glenwood School, here for the Bull Wars Tournament, the nightcap of Day 2, 2026. Tattnall Square had a runner on first, then got doubled up at second after the catch on the mound by Clarity. A 1-6 double play. Definitely something you don't see every day in the scorebook. Hudson Campbell to lead things off for the Gators. He'll be followed by Tyler Clarity, the pitcher, and Carter Judah. Top three do it for the Gators. And Campbell takes the first one for a strike. Cam McDonald going to get the start here. Going to be a lefty-on-lefty matchup here for the nightcap between Tattnall and Glenwood. 0-1 pitch. A little low and inside for a ball. Campbell came into today averaging, with a batting average of over 500. Been a hot start to the season for Hudson. High pop-up, shallow right center. Coming in, charging on and just missing the ball. Take that back. Just missed out there in the outfield in shallow right center by Charlie Kemp. And Campbell never stopped hustling, and he'll get to second.
Now batting, number 1, Tyler Clarity.
So already the second error issued in this first inning. And it looked like Kemp had a good beat on it, just couldn't quite put the ball in the mitt. Grazed just off the top of the glove. And so the Gators already, with nobody out, have a runner in scoring position. Now Tyler Clarity will step in. McDonald sets, 1 look, 2, and fires. Clarity shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's low for a ball. McDonald with a slightly closed stance on the mound. Again takes 2 looks and fires. Bunt popped up behind home plate and out of play for strike 1. Clarity coming in today batting .357 this young season. 1-1 pitch. Bunt attempt missed by Clarity. Strike 2. It was Chandler Cook from first base charging in. But now with 2 strikes, I doubt we'll see another bunt attempt here by Clarity. Campbell at second, nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Scoreless tie so far in the nightcap between the Trojans and the Gators. Clarity shows bunt, but pulls it back as the pitch was well outside for ball 2. Showing bunt again, misses it, strike 3. And the ever rare bunt attempt with 2 strikes comes up fruitless for Clarity. And he struck out for the first out of the ball game, recorded by McDonald.
Now batting, number 7, Carter Judah.
Now Carter Judah steps in. Again, another high average for this Gators team early on, over 600 in the first few games of the season. How do you like that one? First pitch by McDonald will catch the inside corner for a strike. Pretty short lead at second there for Hudson. Both defenders on the interior of the infield playing pretty close to the bag. Second pitch a little high, taken for ball 1. Slight breeze blowing in from left field. But a picture-perfect night for baseball. Three looks back this time for McDonald, and he fires, and Judah tips it off the edge of the bat for strike two. Been a great tournament so far. 3 host sites, and then Synovus Park as well to make it the 4th this season. Central and Russell County joining in on the hosting action. Of course, got a couple games tomorrow at Synovus over in Columbus. Really grown to be a massive tournament here in the East Alabama, West Georgia area. That pitch again just off the mark for McDonald. 2-2. Wilson for Tattnall defensively at second base, playing really close to the bag, so a big gap over on the right side of the infield. And McDonald didn't like the look. He steps off and takes a little bit of a breather. And McDonald steps back almost, well, thought about a pickoff move, thought better of it. Making a really short lead over there at second for Campbell. Two-two. Fouled off behind home plate into the screen. Going to remain 2-2. And the Gators earlier today against Pacelli fell down early 3-0. It was Rhett English who got the start. Struck out 9 in 4 innings and struck out the final 7 batters he faced. Gators got down again early 3-0 and came back and ran away with it 8-3. That pitch low and inside, and it's full. Three-two to Judah. Low and inside, ball 4.
Now batting, number 9, Cade Cox.
Now to the cleanup hitter, Cade Cox. Tall lefty going to step in. Gators now with 2 on and 1 down. That one in the dirt for ball 1 on the first pitch to Cox. Showing bunt, gets it down on the third base line. Will it stay fair? It just doesn't. Nearly a picture-perfect bunt up the line, but it rolls just foul for strike 1. Gators really trying to play a little small ball here in their first chances at the plate. Again, Tyler Clarity struck out on a bunt attempt. 1-1 to Cox in the dirt, ball 2. A little high and outside, 3-1. And Coach Brooks for Tattnall wants a word with McDonald. Gators threatening. 2 on, runners at first and second. 3-1 count to Cox. It was a pitcher's duel in the first matchup today between Tattnall and they played Lakeside in the first matchup about 4 hours ago or so, in which they lost 1-0. 3-1, fouled right back towards us. Full count. It's kind of been feast or famine for this Tattnall square offense so far this season. Scored double digits against Athens Christian and GMC, but scored 3 or less against Athens Christian the first time they played, Pinewood Christian, and Lakeside earlier today. 2 on, full count, and a high pitch taken for ball 4.
Now batting, number 2, Cal Lawrence.
Now Cal Lawrence steps in, batting just at 300. Four RBIs, 6 doubles, and it'd be a great time to have one of those to the gap here for the Gators. First pitch to Lawrence. Inside corner, called a strike. Campbell at third, Judah at second, and Cade Cox at first. One down and a huge hinge point in this ball game. That one fouled back, strike 2. McDonald ahead in the count, now 0-2. Oh, 2 to Cal. Low and inside in the dirt, ball 1. Good pitch there by McDonald, try to get Lawrence to chase. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Lawrence retired for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 19, Andrew Wilkinson.
So now bases loaded, 2 down, and Andrew Wilkinson, the designated hitter for the Gators tonight, will step in. Wilkinson with 3 RBIs so far this season, a great chance to add to that total as he takes the first for a strike. Oh, 1 behind the catcher, back to the backstop, coming home. The score is close play at home. He's safe. Sliding underneath the tag head first was Hudson Campbell. It was a close play at home. It was a good recovery behind the plate there for the catcher, Griffey Gorman for Tattnall. Got it back to McDonald, but just about half a second too late as Campbell dives in head first underneath the tag, and it's 1-0 Gators. And the rest of the runners move up a base as well. Sit on Judah to third, Cade Cox to second, and a 1-1 count with first base open to Wilkinson. Two one outside, 3-1. And McDonald in danger of loading the bases again. Gators still without a hit this first inning. There's one right there behind the wickets of the shortstop into left field for a base hit. 1-1 will score. Coming home to score the second run is Cade Cox. Close play with the first throw, gets away for the first baseman. And now Wilkins is going to head to second. So a single, 2 RBIs, and advance to second on the error. And it's 3-0 Gators.
Now batting, number 10, Trey Clarity.
First hit of the Gators, good for 2 runs batted in. And they lead at 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. Now Trey Clarity will step in. Showing bunt, pops it up down the right first base line, stays just fair. It's going to be a fair ball, went off the glove of the first baseman there for Tattnall. Chandler Cook throw the plate out at the plate is Wilkinson trying to come home, and that will retire the side. So the ball ruled fair after it hit off of Cook, rolled down behind first base, but the throw home, aggressive base running there by Wilkinson, doesn't pay off for the Gators. So after one, it's Gators 3, Trojans nothing, here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover these 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence always.
22, Gorman.
And welcome back to Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Tattnall squaring the Gators in the nightcap here, Border Wars Day 2. And the Gators up 3-0 after that 3-run bottom of the first. Only had one hit, had one runner reach on an error and two others on walks. And the first pitch from Clarity to Gorman is a strike. So the middle three due up here for Tattnall. Griffey Gorman, Chandler Cook, and Kaden McGregor due up. 0-1, inside corner, called a strike. Oh, 0-2 pitch in the dirt for a ball. Gorman batting .250 coming into the tournament. Finds himself in a 1-2 hole. And the pitch. High and outside, ball 2. Middle of the infield playing deep, 2-2 pitch. Chopper back to Clarity, gets over his head and bounds into center field for a base hit. So Gorman with a chopper single up the middle. And the Trojans have their first hit of the ball game.
Now batting number 12, Cook.
Now Chandler Cook will step in. Gorman with a short lead over at first. Breaking ball, called a strike there on the first pitch by Clarity. Good movement on that one, and it found the inside part of the zone. Oh, 1 fouled back over the first base dugout there for Tattnall, and it's 0-2. 0-2 delivery, high and outside. Clarity and McDonald with similar stances out there on the mound. Clarity starts pretty square and then sets slightly closed. Takes 2 looks over at first. 3. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him swinging. Chandler Cook retired for the first out of the second. Now Caden McGregor, the left fielder for Tattnall, will step in. First pitch, slice out of play.
Now batting number 42, McGregor.
Oh, 1 in the dirt. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Strike 2. Beautiful pitch there by Clarity. And the lefty ahead in the count 1-2, 1 down, and a runner at first for the Trojans. One-two pitch. Foul tip back to the mitt for strike 3. So it's 2 sit down in a row swinging by Clarity. And that'll bring up the Tattnall pitcher, Cam McDonald.
Now batting number 4, McDonald.
True lefty on lefty matchup. First one slides toward left field, but coming up to make the grab for the Gators is Nate Malone out there in left, and that will retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left there for Tattnall. We head to the home half of the second, 3-0 Gators.
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Powerful full-size Chevy Silverados up to $13,750 off. Rugged mid-size Chevy Colorados up to $9,000 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Gators 3, Trojans nothing. We head to the home half of the second. And the bottom 2 and back to the top of the order, Hudson Campbell do up for the Gators. Cam Dawson, Nate Malone, and Hudson Campbell. McDonald out for a second inning of work. Allowed 3 runs, but only 1 hit in that opening frame. First pitch to Dawson in there for a strike. Little outside on that one, 1-1. That one pulled down the left side of the infield and through the gap between third and short for a base hit for Dawson.
Now
second hit of the ball game for the Gators is a single by Dawson. So the opening hitter there for the inning aboard. And that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Nate Malone. Nine for 22 at the plate coming into today. Another bunt attempt shown, and that one fouled back into the screen. It's the third batter we've seen already through this first trip through the lineup for the Gators showing bunt. Pickoff move to first. And Dawson back in plenty of time. Malone high hands, now shows bunt again, pulls it back, runner goes, throw down the second, gonna be close play, and sliding in safely there at second with a stolen base is Cam Dawson. Throw just a little short and off to the left by Gorman. So the Gators still a base, and they've got a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Dawson with about a 7-foot lead off of second base, making it 8. Slowly drifting toward third. Malone again shows bunt. Dig gets this one down the third base line. It's a beauty. Throw the first is going to be close. Fires out of, almost went out of play, off the mark, so Dawson will score off the throwing error. Throw into second to Malone, gets past the second baseman and roll to left field, but he'll stay there. If it wasn't for the netting down there, it would have been out of play. But the Gators will take the throwing error. Dawson scores. Malone to second off the bunt. And they're going to rule that a throwing error by the third baseman for Tattnall. Gators still only with 2 hits and 4 runs. Back to the top of the order, Hudson Campbell getting reached on that fielding error out in center on a ball that probably should have been caught. Again, a tough play roaming, especially in the lights. But clipped off the glove, ruled an error. Again, he shows bunt and takes it high for a ball. Campbell shows bunt down the third base line, just rolls foul. Gators have done a pretty good job getting the ball down on the bunt attempts. That last one there by Malone is exactly how you draw it up. Just let that thing roll and trickle right up the baseline. That one a little high for a ball. Another pitch outside, 3-1. That pitch just catches the lower part of the zone, and Campbell finds himself in a full count. Three-two in the dirt behind the, clipped him in the right foot actually. He's going to go down as a hit by pitch. Ball bounced to the plate and clipped Campbell in the foot. So now the Gators with 2 aboard, still nobody out. And the way McDonald's reacting now, and Lily may have slipped out of his hand a little bit. Clarity now to step in. Struck out, trying to get the ball down on a bunt attempt. Last inning out. He has done good on the mound so far. First pitch shows bunt, got through the catcher, and both runners will advance. So Clarity got the job done without any of the work. Having to get the bunt down, but both runners advance. Now runners at second and third. Nobody out. Two down after that high pitch. That one catches a piece of the zone, strike one. Gators threatening to break this game open. 4-0 lead, nobody out, runners on second and third. Pop up straight up and shot by the pitcher's mound. Coming in to make the play is the first baseman for Tattnall, Chandler Cook. And now one down. Now Carter Judah steps in. Reached on a walk last inning and scored. That one pops straight up again toward the pitcher's mound. Someone's going to call it off. It's that first baseman over there again, Cook, and he makes the play again for out number two. Almost a carbon copy of the pop out by Clarity. K. Cox will step in. He also walked last inning and scored. But two straight pop-outs forced there by McDonald. And it's a chance to get out of this jam. First pitch taken out for a strike there, a little low and outside part of the zone. One a little low and outside. Evens up the count at 1-1. Malone at third, Campbell at second. Lefty Cox swings and chops it towards second. Hard hop taken over there and thrown over the first by Marquez Wilson, and that will retire the side. So McDonald gets out of the jam. Gators straying 2-1 at second, 1 at third. And they lead 4-0 after the first two innings here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show, and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Third inning we go. Gators 4, Trojans nothing here in the nightcap. On day 2 here at the Border Wars tournament, Noah Shelton and Tyler Dykes here with you. Tyler Clarity delivers, and the first pitch is sliced off the inside of the bat towards shallow right and caught out there in shallow right field just on the grass. Front number 1. Good play there by Trey Clarity to roam over and make the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now the 9-hole hitter Mason Cullers for Tattnall will step in. Been a really successful trip. First trip through the order for Clarity, only allowing 1 hit so far. Curveball in there for a strike. Another curveball, same location, same result, strike 2. Really gets a lot of movement on that breaking ball, and it's really tough, especially facing a lefty, to get used to that movement and adjust where the barrel of the bat needs to go to make contact. 0-2 pitch, fastball a little outside. Good discipline there by Cullers not to chase. Pretty easy when you're down in a hole like that to panic and just chase anything that's close. One-two pitch. Another fastball blew right by him, swung and a miss, strike 3. Beautiful sequence there by Clarity, and quickly 2 down. Back to the top of the order for Wilson. Reached on an error to begin the game. And it was left stranded out at second, and he was doubled up on the catch there by Clarity at the mound. He threw it right back to second base where Wilson had already taken off. First pitch to Wilson. Ducks out of the way of that one, ball 1. Really the first flat-out miss on location there by Clarity we've seen so far tonight. Been a really efficient outing so far. 1-0. Swung on, hit hard, deep to center field. Tracking back close to the warning track out there to make the grab in deep center field was Cam Dawson. And 1-2-3 go down the Trojans. Gators 4, Trojans nothing. We headed the home half of the third here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet, let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Powerful full-size Chevy Silverados up to $13,750 off. Rugged mid-size Chevy Colorados up to $9,000 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
5, 6, 7 hitters due up here for the Gators in the home half of the third, leading at 4-0. Still Cam McDonald on the mound for Tattnall. Gators had 2 runners on at second and third with nobody out, and McDonald limited the damage. Gators didn't score again after having those 2 runners on in scoring position. Cal Lawrence up to the plate, struck out swinging back in the first in his first plate appearance. And takes the first pitch for ball 1. 1-0, low pitch, swung on a miss by Cal, strike one. One pitch, high pop up to right center field. Wind drifting it toward right and camping underneath it and make the grab for Tattnall. Mason Colors records out number one. Now Andrew Wilkinson will step in. Had 2 RBIs on that single back in the first. Was then thrown out at home after Clarity's ground ball and a bat throw to first got by the first baseman. Wilkinson tried to come home rounding third and was thrown out at the plate. First pitch to him, a little low for a ball. That one called a strike on the low part of the zone. Wilkinson keeps that bat pretty low, just resting above his shoulder. That one roped down the right field line, hooking, just foul. That one foul by about 5 feet. Now Wilkinson in a 1-2 hole. A curveball they got away from McDonald, 2-2. Fastball there a little high, 3-2. Got to get that pitch down to the second floor. 3-2. There it is, just a little high. Good eye there by Wilkinson, and he's aboard with a walk. That one may not have been on the second floor, but it was on the way down there in the elevator. Now Trey Clardy will step in again, reached first on the throwing error, but then had to come back quickly into the dugout after Wilkinson was thrown out at home. First pitch taken for a ball. Clarity choking up on the bat, shows bunt, and bunts it off a home plate foul. Seen a lot of that tonight for the Gators, trying to play some small ball. Again, more Border Wars action for you tomorrow here on the channel. 2 games here from Glenwood at 1:30 and 3:30, and 2 games from Synovus Park at 3 and 5 o'clock. As that one's chopped towards short. Going to be a tough play over there at short. Fire over the first, not quite in time. It is in time. Ooh. Thrown out at first just in time as Clarity, but Wilkinson does advance to second on the fielder's choice.
Now batting, number 8, Cameron Dawson.
So Clarity retired 6-3, 2 down, runner at second now for the Gators. Really close play there at first. Thought Clarity had beaten it out. It just maybe got beaten there by the ball by half a step. Cam Dawson stepping in. Singled back in the second and stole a base, but was stranded. First pitch taken for a ball. Wilkinson in scoring position, 2 down here for the Gators. Dawson swing and a miss, strike one. Dawson choking up on the bat a little bit as well. Not quite as much as Clarity. Probably choking up about an inch or two on the bottom of the bat. 1-1, curveball high. 2-1 pitch, high for ball 3. Let's see how aggressive McDonald's is with his next pitch. 3-1 with the base open at first. A walk isn't the worst thing in the world, especially with 2 outs. Chopper toward short, going to be a tough play. Fire over the first, just in time. Another good throw over there from short by Braxton Collins for Tattnall, and that will retire the side. We're through 3, Gators 4, Trojans nothing, here on the nightcap of Day 2 of the Border War Tournament on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
To the 4th we go, Gators 4, Trojans nothing. And Braxton Collins, the shortstop, the 2-hole hitter, who had 2 nice throws there on 2 outs there in the bottom of the 3rd, first due up for the Trojans. Still Tyler Clarity, of course, on the mound, the lefty for the Gators. Misses the first one high for a ball. Clarity, through 3 innings, has faced 10 batters and only allowed 1 hit and 2 total base runners, the other one on an error. 1-0, curveball in there for a strike. Man, he gets a lot of movement on that breaking ball. Looks like that thing's going to miss above your head, and just the bottom of it falls out, and it catches a piece of the zone. Freezes the hitters. 1-1 pitch, that a fastball a little high. Two-one, breaking ball low and inside in the dirt, ball 3. That's the first hitter for Tattnall here against the Gators to reach 3 balls in the count. Ball 4 inside, and Collins is aboard with a walk. White still now stepping in, first inning, where Clarity doubled up Wilson over at second. That one chopped towards second, gonna be a tough play. Spin move, throw over the first, and a very smart play over there, second defensively by Trey Clarity to eat it and just throw it over the first for the sure out. So that will advance the runner Collins to second, and still retired 4-3. So now runner at second and 1 down for Tattnall. And Griffey Gorman back to the plate. Has the only hit tonight so far for Tattnall with that single. And he did that to begin the 2nd inning. Breaking ball in there again, a strike. Hitters just cannot pull the trigger on that breaking ball. Three looks back at second for clarity. 0-1, a little outside. One, a little high for ball two. Pickoff move back to second. And Collins back in safely. Wind now blowing in from right field towards home plate. 2-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Just filthy stuff there by Clarity. 2-2 count. Runner at second, one down for Tattnall. And they got to get some runs on the board to get a little spark. 2-2. That one hit toward left field. Malone tracking way back, camps underneath it to make the grab. And returning back to second is Collins. And now two down. Pretty well hit there by Gorman. But Malone got a good beat on it and ran underneath it to record out number two. And that will bring up Chandler Cook, the first baseman, who struck out swinging back in the second. Now the ump wants to check something out on Clarity, probably give him a fresh baseball. So Clarity gets some fresh red seams. And try to keep Tattnall off the board. 4-0 Gators here in the top of the fourth. Two down, runner at second is Collins for Tattnall. And Chandler Cook at the plate, trying to get the Trojans on the board. Low hands for Cook. First pitch to him. A little low and in. Well, another breaking ball, just a little low. Two-0 in the dirt. Gets snagged there behind the plate to keep it from going to the backstop by Sawyer Moss. Now Cook ahead in the count 3-0. .30 pitch in the dirt, ball four. Now Cook aboard, and 2-1 for Tattnall with two down.
Now batting number 42, McGregor.
Now Caden McGregor will step in, also struck out swinging back in the second inning. But has a chance here with 2-1 to get Tattnall on the board. The Trojans have two down as well. First pitch to him, a breaking ball in there for a strike. That one low and in. That one behind the hitter. I think it clipped him in the foot. It did. First hit batsman by Clarity tonight, and the Trojans have them full. Three ducks in the pond, one at first, one at second, one at third for the Trojans, and now Coach Fanning wants a word with Clarity. Best opportunity on the offensive side for Tattnall so far tonight. Bases loaded, 2 down. And Cam McDonald, the pitcher, with a great opportunity to help his own cause. Down 4-0. And with one swing of the bat, could tie things up here in the fourth. Infield playing deep besides third baseman Judah. First pitch by Clarity. Outside for a ball. And perhaps the biggest at-bat of the ball game. Tattnall down 4. Bases loaded, 2 down here in the top of the fourth. 1-0 count. Curveball, a little high. McDonald ahead, 2-0. All-speed pitch, catches the corner for a strike. Two one, a little outside, ball 3. Now the pressure's really on. Bases loaded, and the 3-1 to McDonald. Low corner of the zone on the outside part, strike 2, and it's full. And here comes your biggest pitch of the ball game so far. 3-2 the count, 2 down, bases loaded. Tattnall looking to get on the board again in this ball game. Clarity sets, winds, all the runners go. Curveball outside, ball 4, and that will walk home a run. So Collins will score. Cook the third, McGregor the second, and McDonald the first. And that'll bring up Tate Morris with the bases still loaded. Morris hit that soft pop out to shallow right center. That was caught by Trey Clarity back in the third. First pitch to him. Swung on and fouled back. Strike 1. The Trojans sent 10 batters to the plate in the first 3 innings. This is already their 7th here in the fourth. 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. A little late on that fastball there by Morris. And he's down the count 0-2. Count, bases loaded, 2 down here in the top of the fourth. Tattnall trailing 4-1. Swing, foul tip back to the mitt for strike 3. And Tyler Clarity limits the damage. Gators 4, Trojans 1 through 3.5 here from Glenwood School and the Boulders Tournament 2026.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
9-1-2 hitters do it for the Gators here in the home half of the fourth. Glenwood leading 4-1. McDonald still on the mound for Tattnall. First pitch to Malone, snagged by McDonald off the hop and fires for the first. One pitch, one down. Good reaction time there, McDonald, to snag it, a little snow cone there on the edge of the glove. And a good turn and good sling over to first. Quickly one down. Back to the top of the lineup card, Hudson Campbell has reached twice, once on an error, and got hit back in the second as well. First pitch to him, called a strike. McDonald's retired 7 of his last 8 batters he's faced and hasn't allowed a hit since that Cam Dawson single back in the second inning. And already has Hudson Campbell in a 0-2 hole. Oh, 2. Foul down the third base line. Oh, 2 pitch. Breaking ball in there. Rung him up. Strike 3.
Now batting number 1, Tyler Clarity.
So Hudson Campbell goes down swinging and quickly 2 down, and Tyler Clarity, the pitcher, now step in. Struck out on the bunt attempt back in the first and a pop-up towards first base back in the second. First pitch low. That one outside, ball 2. Two-0, high and inside, ball 3. Clarity way ahead, 3-0. Radio pitch in there for a strike. And now McDonald wants a fresh baseball. (3-1) to Clarity in the dirt. And that will send Clarity to first base with a walk.
Now batting number 7, Carter Judah.
Now Carter Judah will step in. We're going to have a pinch runner coming in. Tyler Clarity will check out, and Asher Long will check in at first base to run for him. Long at first pitch to Judah, skied back behind the plate and out of play. So with Clarity being subbed out, I've got to imagine that's the end of Tyler Clarity's night on the mound. (0-1) to Judah, with Asher Long running for Tyler Clarity over at first. Here goes. That one pulled on the third base line, just foul. Rolled through the dirt in between the third base bag and the grass over there in front of the Glenwood dugout, and Judah behind in the count 0-2. 0-2 breaking ball. Rung him up again. Strike 3. Another beautiful breaking ball there by McDonald. And that will retire the side. Judah goes down looking. We head to the 5th. Gators 4. Trojans 1 here on Georgia. Gators 4, Trojans 1 as we begin inning number 5. 9-1-2 due up for the Trojans here with Colors, Wilson, and Collins. I stand corrected. It is still Tyler Clarity, the lefty, on the mound for the Gators, and you can't blame Coach Fain for keeping him in, and he's had a really efficient night so far. 1 hit and 1 run allowed. And that pitch on the inside corner called a strike against Colors. A 1 slap toward right field, going to get down for a base hit. Good solid hit there by Colors, and the Trojans' leadoff man is aboard. Back to the top of the order for Wilson. Reached on an error and flew out to center in his first 2 plate appearances so far tonight. First pitch, a breaking ball, a little high. The breaking ball, that one's in there. One, a little high. Pickoff move over to the first. And Colors back in with plenty of time. Tattnall trying to inch their way back in this ball game down 4-1. Breaking ball in there, called a strike. 2-2 now against Wilson. Middle of the infield playing deep. Judah playing up on the grass here on third base. And the 2-2. That one called a strike 3 on the inside corner. An absolute heater there by Clarity right past Wilson for the first out of the inning. Now Collins will step in. He scored the only run so far for the Trojans, reached on a walk last inning, and eventually came around to score. Fastball just misses. Collins still without an official at bat this game, has a sacrifice bunt and that walk. Runner goes, high pitch, throw down to second, gonna be a close play, but again a throw a little off to the left there by Moss. And so successfully stealing second is Colors. Now the Trojans with a runner in scoring position. It's been a small ball clinic so far by each team. Really been the name of the game and the strategy they've tried to implement tonight. Clarity just misses that one high, 3-0. Taken a little high, ball 4. Collins aboard with his second walk tonight. It's now 2 on for Tattnall, and the tying run coming to the plate. Wyatt, still the lefty, will step in. 0 for 2 with a ground out and a line out. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. Oh, 1, swung on a miss, strike 2. Oh, 2, thought about going, ball a little low, gets away from the catcher, going to be thrown down the third by Moss, a little high. So both runners will now advance. Runners at second and third now for Tattnall. And that changes the game big time. Runners now at second and third. 1-2 the count and 1 down. High pop-up toward first base. Clarity going to camp underneath it and make the grab for out number 2.
Now batting number 22, Gorman.
Now Griffey Gorman will step in, 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout. But with one swing of the bat or one hit to the outfield can make this a 1-1 ball game. Runners with huge leads. First pitch taken for a strike. A 1 a little high and outside. 2-1, foul tip into the mitt, strike 2. Two on, 2 out, 2-2 the count. And Clary with a chance to get out of the jam. Two to Gorey. Call strike 3. Clary retires Gorman looking, and that will retire the side. 2 left on, no runs, 1 hit. We hit the home half of the 5th. Gators up 4-1 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet, let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Powerful full-size Chevy Silverados up to $13,750 off. Rugged mid-size Chevy Colorados up to $9,000 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime. Get your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone. At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
To the home half of the 5th, Gators 4, Trojans 1 here. Middle 3 due up for the Gators. Cade Cox, Kyle Lawrence, Andrew Wilkinson due up. McDonald still on the mound for Tattnall. And the first pitch misses low. Now one hard hit towards short. Good stop over there. Good long throw to the first of the stretch. Just not in time. It was a great effort there defensively by Collins and Cook. Just did not get the throw over there in time, and so an infield single by Cade Cox. The first hit for the Gators since the 2nd inning. Now the umpires on the first base lines taking a quick chat. Mustn't have been anything substantial. Now Kyle Lawrence shows bunt, pulls it back, takes it for a strike. Pickoff move the first, back in safely is Cade Cox. Gators looking for some insurance. Lawrence showing bunt again, pulls it back, ball a little high. 1-1. Lawrence gets the bunt down. Going to be a tough play for McDonald. Slings over the first for the out. But that does advance Cade Cox to second. So Kyle Lawrence gets his job done. Now Wilkinson will step in. He's reached both times. He stepped up to the plate, a single and a walk. First pitch to him a little low in the dirt. Good stop behind the plate by Griffey Gorman. That one fouled back right towards us. 1-1. A little outside on that one, 2-1. Hard hit ball on the third base line, slices foul. Now 2-2 against Wilkinson. Breaking pitch, a little high, ball 3, and it's full. Three-two, swing and a miss, strike 3. So McDonald gets Wilkinson swinging. Now 2 down for the Gators for the runner at second, and Trey Clarity stepping in.
Now batting, number 10, Trey Clarity.
Clarity grounded out to short his last time up back in the third. And the breeze from right field picking back up now, blowing in towards home plate. Gators up 3 here in the home half of the 5th, 2 down and a runner at second. First pitch to Clarity, a little low. One 0, a little high. Another ball high, 3-0 to Clarity. .30 in there for a strike. McDonald looking for his 3rd straight scoreless inning. And has really kept the Trojans in this ball game. 3-1, a little high, ball 4. So Clarity is aboard with a walk. Runners now at first and second. And that'll bring up Cam Dawson. Cam's put the ball in play both times he's come up to the plate. a single back in the second, and a ground out to short to end the third. Choking up on the bat again, takes the first one for a strike. That 0-1 pitch in the dirt evens up the count at 1-1. Hard hit towards center field, going to get down for a base hit. Rounding third is Cox. He's going to come home. He's going to score on the off-target throw from center. And the Gators get the insurance run they needed. It's 5-1. RBI single by Cam Dawson. Cade Cox scores for the second time tonight. And the Gators increase their lead to 4. And that will be the end of the night for Cam McDonald. And it'll be Avery Hill, the junior, to come in to take his place. So Tattnall going to bring in a new pitcher. So while Avery Hill warms up for the Trojans, go through just how big this tournament has been, has grown to this Border Wars tournament. Central, Calvary, Harris County, Brookstone, Holtville, Lakeside down in Eufaula. Glenwood, of course, is one of the host schools. Pacelli, Heritage, Tattnall Square, and Stratford tomorrow. Really, this tournament has really grown to a massive tournament in this part of the country, especially with Glenwood's newly being added to the AHSAA. Again, 3 host sites, Russell County, Central, and Glenwood, and of course the games at Synovus Park tomorrow. Really fun tournament so far. Whistle slightly blowing in, Hill still warming up. So we got a moment. Tyler, I've always wanted to ask you, what's your Zaxby's order? Nibbler's meal. There you go. Wise choice. Very wise choice. Mine's always, as you've heard it before, the kickin' chicken sandwich meal. But you don't have to get tongue torched. You can get any hot sauce you want, and Buffalo Garlic Blaze is the best that Zaxby's has got. So thank you to Zaxby's for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Of course, the official sponsor of all things Glenwood Athletics here on the channel. And some Border Wars After 9 action, part of that sponsorship. And not the first time I've done it. A basketball tournament last December, December of 24. Chatco and Glenwood, the Panthers of Chatco won on a buzzer beater just after midnight on the last night of play on the hardwood. So we've seen a couple late starts in our day, and of course Tyler's been here all day, so all he knows is Glenwood baseball at this point. Been here since 12 o'clock for the first game that started us off today. Again, this is the 5th game today played at Glenwood. So Nate Malone will step in. Again, Avery Hill onto the mound for Tattnall, trying to keep the deficit for the Trojans at 4. First swing there by Malone, excuse me swing, and it's fouled back to the right over the first base dugout for a strike. Oh, 1, a breaking ball in the dirt. Chopper foul, 1-2. One-two to Malone. Breaking ball a little low. Clarity at second, Dawson at first. Malone facing a 2-2 count with 2 down here in the home half of the 5th. High pop-up in foul ground on the first baseline. Roaming over to make the grab in foul territory for the Trojans is Chandler Cook, and that will retire the side. We're through 5 here in the nightcap from the Border Wars Day 2 here from Glenwood. Gators 5, Trojans 1 on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia-Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And serves fresh, handcrafted dishes like them. Juicy sizzling steaks and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Hands delivers great food, great drinks, and great times. With 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
To the 6th inning we go. Gators 5, Trojans 1. New pitcher in the ballgame for the Gators, Jake Levy, taking the place of Tyler Clarity, who went 5 innings strong, allowed 1 run on 2 hits. So a good outing there by Tyler Clarity. It's going to be Levy in relief to try to clean it up and finish it up. First pitch swung on and missed there by Chandler Cook for strike number 1. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Trojans. And Cook, McGregor, and McDonald. Of course, someone's going to come in for McDonald after he was taking out the game for Avery Hill. Swing and a miss, strike 2 there by Cook. Oh, it beamed him. Looked like it hit him in the helmet. He seems to be all right. But the 0-2 pitch gets away from Levy, and Cook is aboard. An ill-timed beanball, to say the least. Ahead in the count 0-2 there by Levy. Now Caden McGregor will step in. He was hit his last time up and struck out swinging back in the second. Swing and miss on the first one for a strike. Oh, 1 chopper foul. Oh, to McGregor. Called strike 3. So it will be Avery Hill to hit for himself in place of Cam McDonald in the lineup in the 7 hole. Cook at first after getting hit. Trojan still within striking distance, down 5-1. That one in there for a strike. And every pitch besides that when they got away from Levy that hit Cook has been right on the money. And Levy again resets once time. Now a little low and in for a ball. One count, swing and a miss, strike 2. One, 2 to Hill. Breaking ball. Check swing. Did he go? He's rung him up. Strike 3. Didn't go. Pitch was on the inside part of the plate. Called a strike. And 2 put down in a row looking by Levy. And that'll bring up Tate Morris with 2 down and a runner on first. Morris 0 for 2 with a pop out and a strikeout swinging. Fastball roped toward third, almost a diving shot there by Judah. Just got underneath his glove and rolls into left field for a base hit. Base hit there by Morris. Now 2 on for Tattnall and Mason Colors to the plate. Two on, 2 down for Tattnall. First pitch, the Colors, high and tight for a ball. 1-0. Fouled back into the parking lot for a strike. Did not hear any glass shatter. That's a good sign. Breeze continuing to blow in from right field now. 1-1 pitch. Low for a ball. Two one in the dirt, but swung on and missed. Ball gets away from catcher. No throw over to third. So Colors chases on the pitch low in the dirt. And Cook over to third as the ball got away from Moss. So now runners at the corners for Tattnall. 2 down, 2-2 the count. A little low and inside on that one. Now full count against Colors. Three-two. High for ball 4, and then I'll load them up. Back to the top of the order to Wilson. And just like that, one swing of the bat and we could be tied. And Coach Fanning's going to come out and have a word with Levy. And a good time for a briefing. It's upcoming the most important at bat so far of this ball game. And the biggest opportunity for Tattnall to really put the Gators on their heels. So Coach Fanning has a short word with Levy. He'll head back to the dugout. And Marquez Wilson, who reached on an error in the first, flew out to center in the third, and struck out looking in the fifth. Looking to cut the deficit for Tattnall. First pitch, a little inside for a ball. One-0 slap toward right field, coming up and making the grab in shallow right to save the day for the Gators is Hudson Campbell. So the Gators get out of the jam. We head to the home half of the sixth. Gators up 5-1 on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Well, with Border Wars rules and the time limit, that is actually our ball game tonight, folks, and that is your nightcap for day 2 of the Border Wars tournament. The Gators winning in 6 innings, 5-1 over the Tattnall Square Trojans. Good start there by Tyler Clarity, went 5 of those innings. Jake Levy, of course, came in relief and got the bases loaded to Tattnall, but Levy got out of the jam. And Glenwood wins game number 2 that they play today. Won the first against Bocelli 8-3, the second against Tattnall Square 5-1. So they go 2-0 today after the 3-2 loss against Harris County on day 1. For our player of the game, Tyler Dykes, you're our player of the game. You have been here since 12 o'clock, just under 11 hours streaming today. 5 ball games, really a trooper. Again, couldn't do all this without our producers. You hear us on the air, on the broadcast talent. You know, me, Thrift, Richard, you heard Ethan the last couple games as well. But the people behind the scenes, the cameraman, the producers, namely Tyler Dykes, the real backbone of Georgia, Alabama, and Middle Georgia Sports Live. So the Gators win 5-1 over Tattnall in the nightcap here on day 2. Again, we got 2 games for you from Glenwood tomorrow, 1:30 and 3:30. 2 from Synovus Park at 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Of course, you can catch those on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. So for Tyler Dykes, who's been the real trooper here today, I've been your play-by-play broadcaster, Noah Shelton. We thank you for tuning into Border Wars Day 2 here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Again, Day 3, got coverage for you all afternoon tomorrow on the channel, both from Synovus Park and from Glenwood. So we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Good night.